What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It's been a minute since we have streamed, so we are here. We are back to save the day. We are in. We're not gonna get the whole patch done, I don't think, but we are in 5.3 Reflections of the Crystal. To give you guys kind of a general layout of where we are. Let's see, 12, that's 22, 28, plus 3, 29, 30, 31. 31 quests, and we will be done with Shadowbringers, which puts us into Endwalker, which is basically the home stretch. There's a lot of quests in Endwalker, so it's gonna be quite a bit to do, unfortunately. But at the same time, we have been making some pretty good progress, in my opinion. So I mean, yeah. Let's for the most part though, let's just hop right to it. Let's get it moving. Jump right into this thing, feet first and all. In the name of the lights. Master Thighs, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Peaky Thunder, how very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Sure. Wonderful, wonderful. I want to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale has set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is in the case of Ardbert. You two were surprised to see him, I think. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky, and well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, PK Thunder, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. What's the situation like in the city? The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as warriors of light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not entirely be unprecedented. But to understand that requires understanding of warriors of light in a broader Varandic context. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once to look up the relevant text. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Don't let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. To the cabinet of curiosity. I was gonna tell y'all something. I forgot. Yeah. Mind went blank. That's okay. It had something to do with Dawn Trail and all that. But now, for the life of me, I just can't remember. Demi, leave him be. Demi, leave him alone. He's resting. Leave him alone. Ah, Peaky Thunder, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. Of course. You're acting like I have all day for this. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alpha now volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? I'm like, go ahead, begin the lesson. Of course, the more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Demi, can you leave him alone, please? He's trying to rest. And you're being a nuisance. Not letting him rest. He wants to rest, honey. He wants to rest. Gotta leave him alone, okay? Go on. Were one to pore over the annals of Randic history, one would note the comparative frequent reference of individuals hailed as warriors of light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tothwyl, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfer and Solard, the fabled Drawn and Galgant duo of Orbert. And no list of Randic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older texts, she was called a Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. Demi, what are you doing? A far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Novrent's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he become known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed,
How many quests do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So you'll be a while.
Probably. Curiously, the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet. Despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be the name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. What's in a name? It doesn't change anything. And there I was thinking I was special. And there I was thinking my thighs were special. But you are special. No matter how many warriors of light there are out there, there's no one like you. At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ascians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light with the extension of Heidelin, associate light and by extension Heidelin with good, must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say the Warriors of Light? And then somebody fell over. The hell? And who are you, small child? Rickettio, are you alright? Oh, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Arkil and Erwo. We're sorry, Master Morn. Aren't you the Warrior of Darkness? My name is Rickettio, and I want to help everyone. Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. But those eyes. Can you say no to those little eyes? Lalafell at least logged in and logged out.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was already a Hero's Gauntlet.
Oh, I gotcha. I want to be a warrior of light, but not one in the fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. You son of a bitch. The chemist is coming. The apothecary class. And I'm going to help everyone in the Castellarium. No, in all of Norvrend. When I told Echo and Erwil this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treaties on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but, Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Rickettio to Spagrix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we finished here, so we'll come with you. Last one to Spagrix is a rotten egg. I'll have you know, I'm really fast. You're going to be a rotten egg. Watch him get lost. closest thing is probably here. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Explain the situation. Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a warrior light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light, but ultimately they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and younglings like you, who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we work hard, the day will come when our Chirugians may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely on you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. Ha ha. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, may I entrust you with a task? I have placed an order at Sweet City for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Oh, an ingredient? Leave it to me, miss. My, such an abundance of energy, though I can't help but wonder if she'll be all right by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet City, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she'll point you in the right direction. Errand boy, I shall join you. As the one who suggested this course for Rickettio, I would assist in her first steps. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Ricky. So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask them about their aspirations. Where am I going? All the way the back over there. Okay. Alliance raids needs DPS. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Don't mind me, I'm just walking through your plants and sprinklers. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness himself, may I assume you're here with Master Alphinaud? Yes, I am here with him. Right, lest you wonder, Chessmill's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have time to harvest them, so it's with apologies that I asked Master Alphinaud and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits of the vines. Perhaps you can lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Is this where they had the weird grape mishap, where they were like very polygonal?
Polygonal, exactly. I think so.
Or was no? That was an Endwalker, I think. Was it? I don't know. Hold on, let me zoom in. Yeah, no, yep, they're still polygonal.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think they continued into Endwalker, and that's why people were like, "What the fuck, guys?"
Yeah.
Like,
People loved them too. Like they gave him shit for it. They fixed him. They're like, no, not the grapes. So it became like a huge meme. Oh, you're here too. We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Wow, you picked this many already? Amazing. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chessmill? I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Ricky, what made you want to become an apothecary?
Click to reload the player.
No, it's still saying that it's trying right now. Okay, that went back up. Is it back?
yep, you're back.
We're back. We survived the random influx of Wi-Fi that decided to fuck with us today. But we're back. Okay. Let's nobody move. We don't want to fuck the interwebs. Alright. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Uh-oh. There it goes. Sailor. I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking to help people. Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing this tale with us, Rictio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, though through countless little acts of heroism like delivering the grapes to Chesimil. Hey, watch what you're doing. What did I tell you about playing by the chords? Go play somewhere else. It would seem I've been laboring under misapprehension. I convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And as he no kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not, but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. Elidibus will go down. This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Norvrant has become a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spagrix. It wouldn't do well to keep your admirers waiting. Demi, leave him be. He doesn't want to play. He wants to rest, and you keep bugging him. Leave him alone. Goodness. Alistair, lay down. That's through the bone, so she'd leave you be. Okay? You gotta lay down, Bubba's.
He's like, did you see that bone go by? You're like, yes, I did it. It was me.
It was me.
It was Agatha all along.
Facts. How do you get the Mackay things? Because there's like gear and stuff that goes along with it too. Mackay repair. Demi, leave him alone. This dude's name, he's a 90 astrologian. His name is Vanilla Cream. Hiya, call me Vanny. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass, and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just have to give Rickettio a little taste. Hee hee.
Sister and boyfriend are home.
Heroic dreams. Warrior of Darkness, if you finished helping Ricky, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting. Be honest, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they have become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Chesmal kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside, everyone. Follow me. Alize, wait just a... come on then, children. I like how Reen calls them children when she's probably right about their age. Because, I mean, like, height-wise, she's the same, so... Speak with Alize at the Exarch Gate. Everyone here? Good. Let's get started, shall we? As the name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and becoming a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesmal's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you'll like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, three each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like a friendly competition to bring out the best in PK Thunder. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the two of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too and will help keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. I like how I have 3 lures, but 1, 2, 3, 4 spots to go hunt these things. That makes sense. Actually, more than 4, but you know. Oh, I gotta remember how to monk. I need to remember how to play my class. There's one. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Oh shit. Alright then. I have 7 fangs. Well fought, PK Thunder. The children were hanging on to your every move, and as was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally when I see your fangs for good measure. Apologies for the wait. My fangs, not a bad haul if I do say so myself. Seven fangs from Alize. Huh, we tied. Which means that we have a draw. PK Thunder also collected 7 fangs. Why does this feel even worse than losing? Just another measly fang and victory would have been mine. Don't look so surprised. I have no intention of remaining lost in your wake forever, you know. So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they even knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like him. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched PK Thunder and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening to everyone when Ardbert appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Ardbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkil? Me, to be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But my friends were in trouble. If my friends were in trouble, I know that I'd want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them and see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost and that I'd had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do for yourselves. Yay! Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. And they're off to see the wizard. I understand how Arco feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Hyland's voice with the vision of the final days of Amarant burning. It filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. The things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made, it felt as though long forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind. But when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. Leave him be. And the effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. Huh. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we may as well go back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it that their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. You alright? It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. They're dying! Can't you see? They're dying! It's not the first time you've had a little dizzy spell. As you ponder Alize's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. And we shall be off. Demi. So now. Okay, baby? You need to take a breath. I went the wrong way, but that's okay. Cause now all I need to do is yeet. So many stairs. So many stairs. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum.
Was it you who called me here?
On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You would have found little of impact. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Give back Ardbert's body.
What fool would relinquish his weapon on the eve of battle? That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, warrior of darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down,
Well then bring it, bitch.
destroy you body and soul. All else must wait.
Bring it, bitch. Let's go. Put 'em up.
Ere long I will come for you, warrior of darkness, and I will save the world.
Bring it, bitch.
One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Eletselk. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in me. mistook you for another.
Heathlodeus called me his new old friend.
No, I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you, or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
If the conversation is constructive.
But if you seek to stir up trouble, Olympus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your son is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing, the consequence of my recent exertions. It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told that Lug as much. They would not be persuaded in sending me to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember. Come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this?
And why? Ooh, he wants to go be reckless? I'll be reckless with the Graha boy.
I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor.
You always want favors from me.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Bum, bum, bum. Not the Tancred. The Fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment, but come. Let us have the details from Reen. It happened after Alize and I saw the children back to Spigrix. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elizabeth around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. and he was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Chirurgans are looking after him now with Alphinaud standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the Exeter told me where to look. I see. It cannot have been easy leaving Tancred's side. My thanks for bearing the word to us. Come, let us speak with spirits. Well, you know, the easiest way to get to said destination is to just yeet yourself off a tower. I still feel like they should give us like an unlimited sprint inside of a city-state. I think that should be a requirement. Because 20 seconds worth of sprint, sometimes just, it doesn't get you anywhere.
They should do like...
Or like a unlimited Peloton type stuff. Something. They dragged... Switch to a ninja. I mean, basically, they should just give us enhanced movement speed while in a city-state. Ninjas have it regardless, but while in a city-state, everybody should have that speed, in my opinion. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all this happened without warning. Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Urianger nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, and as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which, in retrospect, may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. As Alphinaud observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, PK Thunder, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Cryle about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. Okay. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know, that sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. God knows I've been itching to get out there for a while. Mayhap Urianger too can be prevailed upon to join you in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter for which spirit vessel's construction. It is for Becklug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you could spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are on your own well-being, if you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphinaud and I will find Urianger. He's like, excuse me? Alright. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, PK Thunder. To the Christerium, to the Rising Stones. prey returneth to the stones of rising. Ah, Tataru, hello. Hello, dear. PA Thunder, what excellent, awful timing. You see, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Crow's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've kept it quiet. But listen to me. I call myself the receptionist, and I haven't been bothered to ask why you weren't here. Or why you're here. So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure that there's no problems on this end. You better talk to Cryo. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go get her. Let's go see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? Have their bodies started to wilt? And crumble and degrade? Y'all stop it. Stop it.
Excuse us. This way. I would rather you hadn't seen this. I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings. No, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary. I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax, barely alive at all.
Demi, go.
And they had been doing so well, save for occasional signs of etheric instability. They appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
bum, bum, bum. What news from the first? Explains the situation. I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between the body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in the ether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. Comfort of fending, comfort of maiming, comfort of striking. Ooh, that actually doesn't look half bad. Might need to be dyed, but you know. Yes! Yes, queen! Right here. Yes! Yes! Let's see. I'm surprised they don't have a metallic pink dye, to be honest.
Really popular.
The what? Yeah, I think it would be. I do believe so. I'm just gonna grab the silver pieces. That gear's level 500 anyway. Scouting gear. Oops. See, that looks nice. I like that one. I really like that one. The aiming gear is not bad too. The healing gear is alright. I like the scouting and the aiming gear the most though, for sure. Casting is okay. I can wear the half mask of casting? Are you serious?
What's a mask? Why wouldn't you?
Scorpion wins. Flawless victory. Anyway, see, and I don't have an aiming or a scouting class. Oh, I do have a scouting class, technically. I have ninja. I just like this chest piece. Like, this chest piece is really nice. Let's look at that. But, moving on. Peak of Thunder, could you spare a moment? While Carl goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean, there's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see. And since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Well, I had better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Speak with the Taru to the rising stones. Mount up. This is not the kitchen. Ah, here it is. There you are, PK Thunder. As I'm sure you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Kral, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration, and in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. There. Baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Bread?
Archon loaf.
It's bread. It smells great. Your cake looks like bread. Just to say it smells great. Doesn't it just? It's called Archon loaf, in case you're wondering, and it's what they eat over in Charlian. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Krile tells me it's a good source of ether, so it should lend them a bit of strength at least. There truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Krile, and if it isn't Rambros too. I trust you require no introduction either, PK Thunder. Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I confess I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of a certain Allegan technologies. I have been keeping Rambros apprised of events in the first. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into the matter, it is him and his fellow sons. Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement, memory transference was the sole province of Allegan royalty. Its mechanisms closely regarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem, which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am, the answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remain behind have yet to play our part, but when the time comes, we may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back? That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Hat. There we go. Well, there you have it, PK Thunder. If you would be so good as to see Rambros' message to Tataru and Tataru's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Krile, before I wrap up the bread, would you mind giving it a try, just to make sure everything is as it should be? But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambros. As a fellow Charlian, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of raw and berry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. They're gonna eat the whole fucking thing. I see. Oh no, is it that bad? It is indeed, Tataru. Dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Just so, the very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world, but our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charlian, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born, the creation of the Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the dough, all with nary a care for those qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description. Yet, for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied. And being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made of this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it's all too familiar. How it takes me back. If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Big Thunder, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can, and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Thanks for the bread. Don't worry. I'll be sure that I eat all of it before they get it. Ooh, here we go now. Bum ba da bum bum bum. To the ocular. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Well, yes, duh, that's why I'm here. Like, sheesh. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? Here's some bread. By the 12 Arcade loaf. However did you come by this? I'd swear it had come straight from Charlian. Rambo said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as yourself did when faced with similar predicaments. So I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey before the others arrives. I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later, though, as in many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastification required to consume it, nor how unconductive they are to conversation.
How close are you?
Once this one's done, I'll be 2 quests away.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Asians throughout the realm. Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. Black masked minions who answer to the red. Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarians' former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. It is but a pity I cannot encourage them.
Not knowing Elidor set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Asians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Things have taken a turn for the worst.
Then we must redouble our efforts. Not that we've ever stinted in that regard.
This would seem an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Tell me you've made some progress.
We mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind, and so he looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects notably do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes, so far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works, we shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting, the test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Asians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes, in theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms speak for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
Listen.
Hast thou a moment, PK Thunder? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return to the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties, yet if Becklug hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence, and it is their assessment that given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change to his ethereal composition. As thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert, however, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us a case for hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must need recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travels have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make. But I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. Faded memories, faded memories, faded memories. Right then, while the Exarch literally pours his own sweat blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Just so. And there is one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, Yustola should not be left alone at Anyinder. I trouble you to visit her, Peaky Thunder. See that all is well. I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. Andur, I don't know. My thanks. You may leave the Asians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will retire to Yulmore. And when Yustola has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound for Andur, I suggest that you go via Vedmont Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wait, I have a gift for you from Tataru. Wait, I have a delivery from the source, Kupo. Courtesy of the Tataru Taru. I'm gonna do that one. Because I'm a delivery Moogle. And it did the little Moogle sound. That's funny. You're a long way from home, Moogle. And this is from Tataru? Is it? Whatever could it be? Archonloaf, thou sayest. Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past. Bread from another world? May I try some? Mayest thou, child? Thou must. That said, though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. Though it rarely darkened our dining tables at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the studio. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. Alphinaud, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes. Do you know that? What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture, so Tataru will do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment. Right. Well, let's be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. Alphinaud was like, oh shit, they left me. Armored shorts. Okay. Oh shit. War of the darkness itself, what brings you to these parts? I need to go under the water. Heading out to sea, but of course we'd be happy to help. Just say the word and I'll ready a boat. Traveling. Where's she at? Oh shit.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link avail you naught to learn of our past.
And the echo kicks in yet again. Reviewing the records yet again? Really? You worry too much, Litobus. The dedication to your duty verges on obsession. To think some thought you ill-suited for the role. How wrong they were. But come, turn your gaze outside the window, my friend. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day.
It fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No, I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty.
And so he found the warrior.
Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope.
So he just possessed the original Warrior of Light.
It swells within me, empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so?
He just teleported Yastola. The fuck?
I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure.
You want me to whoop your ass? Okay. I can whoop your ass.
I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
Whooping your ass will be easy enough. Let's go, bish. Give me back, mommy. You will be synced to 490. You are familiar with this place, I believe. This remembered Amarat. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. I'm tired of your games. You speak as if you are disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy and you mine. Our goals are in conflict, and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that feigned sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light, that I would come to look upon you as a friend? You who have slaughtered my people, who would tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it then. Very well, let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. The three tavern people. But do not imagine I crave remorse, only justice. Forward, hero, we shall see how strong you have become. As I'm assuming it's not gonna let me fly to where I need to get to. I'm gonna have to fucking walk there. Oh god, enemies everywhere too. Let us begin. Rest assured, there are no tricks. You need but defeat the enemies before you. First, something easy. Those whom a budding hero might encounter at the beginning of his tale. And I believe I have the perfect subjects. Thancred, Yustola, Ida, and Papalimo. Not Papalimo! I'm sorry, Mommy Stola, but you're the healer. You gotta go. Fucking one, like two shot at her. Damn. All too easy, I see, but at least you know now understand the rules. Thus, will we make our way to the capital? That was in poor taste, even for you. The appearances should unsettle you, so I wonder. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way, sparring nary a thought to the possibility that your foe could be someone's beloved. But come, we shouldn't dwell on the beginning when so much story awaits us. Minfilia. Sid. Shitwords. Every tale requires villains. Defeat them and claim your place as a hero. Ah, Livia, Nero, Gaius, and that guy. Well done, champion of Eorzea. Well done. Onward then, over the bloodied bodies of the fallen. Nanamo. You tasted my sweet triumphs. You tasted many sweet triumphs, yes, but did you too taste bitter tragedy? Who could forget the Crystal Braves, that idealistic, pathetic dream born from the malformed creature? Ah, Ilberd. Besides, geez, yet again, you did always grow stronger with every battle. It seems it would take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you, or mayhap you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters. No, I have dealt with countless heroes, and always it ends the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences. Will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them. I can but put faith in my own beliefs, and fight for them with all my being. You're wrong. We can always strive for understanding, for compromise. It seems there's nothing left for us but to fight. Understanding. How very naive. If you are willing to compromise on your beliefs, you all but admit that they are flawed. And I assure you, I have no intention of compromising on mine. Come what may, I will fill my mission as Elidibus. But enough talk. It is not your assertions that I wish to know, but your strengths. and it just switched to the Heavensward song. Falsely accused of regicide, you fled to the snow-swept fields of Kurthus. I like that it's doing this. Like, it started out with like the Aram Reborn music. Now we're in the Heavensward music. Had you and the Scions met your demise that day in the Sultanate, La Habrea might have been spared his. But not only did you stubbornly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragon Song War. Swept along by the tide of events, you pursued and slew those who sought to stop the unending conflict, just as you were bid. King Thordan. I trust you're beginning to limber up. Do keep the fine form. I really did like the music in Heavensward. It was pretty good. Around heroes, people are wont to flock, people who harbor all manner of motives, each baser than the last. What we got this time, huh? Ah, Amric, Lucia, and Rabon. Damn. Damn! Amric just tried to LB me. What the fuck? Right? No more than they deserve in the end. Their hand of friendship was tainted with personal desire. You know what comes next. You put an end to the Dragon Song War. Oh, you can have me fight fucking... Oh, God. Alright, let's go. Hello, Nidhogg. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing fantastic. Oh, man. I was like one punch away. Oh, no, it's gone. Okay. And as simple as that, 1,000-year war is brought to its conclusion. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there was only ever conflict. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say there have been a few individuals for whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused you keenest grief. That is what our people are to us, an irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are My... Draw your weapon. I think not, hero. Not yet. You must content yourself with the company of monsters a while longer. Emperor Solus had kindled an insatiable flame. Garlemald was its name, and raged across the land, consuming all in its path. Following the trail of ash, you set forth for Alamigo and Doma in a storm of blood, aka Stormblood. Again you fought, and again you grew stronger, so strong that we could no longer control you. Yours is an unnatural beastly strength, and we shall lay it bare. In order to gain a foothold in the liberation effort, you journey to the far eastern plains. Magni? Why am I fighting Magni and Sadu? They're technically allies, aren't they? No. He's been having me fight enemies recently, but... Okay, I'll fight them too. That's fine.
You fought a Merrick.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did fight Emmerich, I guess. Oh shit, linear. The strong are drawn to the strong. Thus did you gather new allies to your banner. Yet where ardent souls gather, so too do fires burn. In this way did you consign those around you to flames. Burn them all, hero. Reduce them to nothingness, like the ephemeral morning dew that you are. Hien. Oh shit, I tried to get out of that too. There we go. You did not hesitate, or perhaps could not. No matter. Let us turn our attention to its finale. Here we still have a test between fellow beasts. It is only fitting, would you not agree? When I fought you in his flesh, 'twas I who triumphed. Will you turn the tables this time? Is that all? My creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Come, we continue this within. An impressive show of strength, but surely no more than a foretaste of that which Emmett Selk's conqueror is capable. Such might requires a fairer measure to compare like with like, yes. I shall have to test you myself. Come on, PK Thunder. Show me what you can do. Fallen Warrior. Ardbert. I may not be the real Ardbert, but you will do well not to underestimate me. All that made him the warrior he was, every battle waged. It's going too fast for me to read all that. Good, I sense your murderous intent. You kill me given the chance. Really? I don't have a ranged attack, dick. Oh, I thought I was gonna go the other way. Oh well. That's fine. have my answer. Got a little low on health there for a minute. Kind of panicked. A little worried, a little concerned.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, young man.
Have you finished? My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke. Rather too late, I suppose. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal.
Elidibus is a primal?
The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anadar.
Anadar.
Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you yourself free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
It's been an eventful morning, if indeed it is morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts and Anadir have borne fruit. We have confirmed the true nature of the foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? I see then. Let us make for Yomor at once. We have much to share with our comrades. Elidibus' parting threat, not least of all. Ah, but forgive me. It would seem my belongings did not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from Anadir. With luck, the ethereal stream you traverse still lingers. I won't be long. So that was Faded Memories, so 2 quests. There's a crystal on the ground, eh? Oh, it's that crystal. I know that crystal, because I've already gone through Endwalker. That crystal has a lot to do with Endwalker. We will deal with that crystal in time. The peculiar crystal gives me a quest.
Yes, very important.
What's it called? Etched in the Stars.
Do you not actively collect quests from rocks?
I mean, no. A peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface, an array of lights twinkle like tiny constellation of stars. Let's take this to an astrologist. They'll know what to do with it. Day 4th. Bring honor to the seat of... The distorted voice of an ancient rings out in your mind. A moment preserved in the crystal, it would seem.
Cupcake just logged in.
Who?
Cupcake.
I must say hi to him. You notice something else glinting up ahead. Quest accepted. I must say hi to her. Where is it? Hello, hello, hello. Constellation crystals? There's even more of them. You find 3 more crystals laying on the floor. Though they differ in color and decoration, each is identical in shape. You focus on the crystals and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. Behold, my friends. Embraced by the earth and caressed by the wind, vibrant life flourishes, all is right in creation. There can be no greater joy than to use our wisdom for the good of our people, no greater pride. May all know happiness, now and forevermore. There do not appear to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it would be wise to continue the search outside. Shit ton of them over there. Your instincts serve you true, and you discover another 2 crystals. As you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The heavens are ablaze, and the land rent asunder. What will become of the world? Is life itself to be denied? Come what may, we must not surrender to despair. If we but hold fast to hope, we may yet find a path to salvation. I'm gonna collect every crystal of the rainbow. The voices The voices tell an incomplete tale. Might one more remain to be found?
How close are you now?
After this one, I'll have the dungeon unlocked.
Oh. So this one leads right to the dungeon.
No, this one doesn't unlock the dungeon. It's the next quest. So I'm 2 quests technically away, but the next quest unlocks it. You soon discover 2 more crystals, rather too soon, in fact, as if someone wanted you to find them. Everything burns, crumbles, decays. I hear the lamentations of my brethren, and soon there will be only silence. We deliver our star from its doom, this we swear, so please dry your tears. Whatever awaits you at the end of your search, it is plain you have yet to find it. Sure enough, your persistence is swiftly rewarded, this time with 3 crystals. The time has come, we shall rewrite the laws of creation, and we shall save our star. From this life our Savior born, may I be worthy of the honor. I feel my soul turning, slowly but irrevocably, and the power I wield begins to seem terrible. But this is right, it is right. The tale of crystals weave seems to near its end, but it isn't over yet. With almost melancholy inevitability, the 12th crystal soon reveals itself to your questing eye. Though salvation is ours, it came at great sacrifice. All that remains is to pray that we will one day meet again beneath a blue sky. Judging by his testimony, it would seem that the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. As you scan the area, a glint catches your eye. Gone is the brilliant radiance of life, replaced by the sickly glow of malformed creatures. Is this to be how it ends, for we who love the star with all our being? No, I will not suffer it to be so. Well, well, we meet again, my new old friend. Hitler Deus! What's up, buddy? Hitler Deus. How good of you to remember. I see you have been collecting stars. I speak of those crystals. They have constellations etched upon them, yes? High in the heavens, those stars shine their guiding light down upon the lives below, fitting symbols for the convocation of 14, would you not agree? As you will have gathered, each crystal bears an account of the life of a member of the convocation as remembered by the unsundered. Lest you worry, they aren't concepts. They are far too incomplete to be so, but they suffice for imbuing memories with sundered souls, that they might be restored to their office. Keep them. I am sure Emmett Selk wouldn't mind. You said the convocation of 14, so I'm missing 2. Because I've only found 12. Well, actually, that's 13. So how fare you of late? You are feuding with Elidibus this time, I believe? I shall refrain from passing comment on your struggle. It is not my place to do so, long departed as I am. But if I may give voice to a personal desire, I would rather you lived. I would rather you stayed alive. If you do not, how will you keep your promise to Emmett Silk, the promise to remember? It must weigh heavy, the burden of all those memories. To one who has lived a life such as yours, I can well imagine how Elizabeth's existence might seem hollow, how empty his single-minded pursuit of half-forgotten cause must appear. But know that his devotion is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. Well, that is quite enough talk about Elizabeth. I would see if you can reunite the wayward stars. And there is the 14th crystal. I mentioned before that there was a member of the Convocation who opposed Zodiark's summoning and defected, one whose office was left vacant. Defectors having been deemed unworthy of commemoration, no crystal exists for the individual in question, or shouldn't exist at any rate, and wouldn't, had a friend not created one in secret. A crystal bearing the forgotten name of his office, along with the magic of his own conceiving, a singular incantation embodying his spirit. Among all the offices, the 14th was most unusual, for while the rest sat in Amarat, its holder was charged with gaining an intimate knowledge of the wider world. In the course of his duty, he traveled the length and breadth of every land and befriended countless folk. He encountered troubles too, of course, matters which he could simply have referred to the Convocation, but that was not his way. Nay, more often than not, he would call upon his comrades, and together resolve matters themselves. Such is the magic sealed within the crystal, the magic to summon the stars to your side. In time of greatest need, should you wish upon it with all your heart, it will surely answer your call. And now it is where it belongs. Oh, there is no need for thanks, but nor will I hear of any complaints about it either. After all, I cannot say whether I act of my own volition or by the will of my Recreator. And just like that, Hythlodaeus is gone.
I was wondering where you'd disappeared to. Something troubling you? No? Very well. I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Let us hurry back to the surface, shall we? Fresh air at long last. I would celebrate my return to dry land with a pot of tea. How was the luxury of time, but we must be prepared for Elidibus. Given what we know, it is plain he will not be deterred from his course, and nor would I were I him, not if it meant forsaking everything I loved. That said, I have not forgotten how Emmett Silk sought to find common ground with us for all our misgivings. Ultimately, our differences were not to be bridged, of course, but one must always try. Emmett Silk understood this, and if his gesture resonated with you, perhaps you might consider reaching out to his brethren. Though it may all be for naught, you of all people know there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion. The converging light. Right, no more musing. We have taken far too long as it is. Our friends await us at Yulmore, yes? Let us hurry and join them. The downside is, I I may not have time to do the dungeon. Oh,
All that legwork.
I know.
All that legwork.
It appears we are fashionably late. Come, our tale will not wait.
Forgive us our lateness. Master Chai, my congratulations on your appointment. By all accounts, you are a capable mayor.
Oh, I have capable friends, my lady. I must say, it's good to see you looking hale and whole again.
The credit for that lies with my own capable friend, without whom I might never have escaped my abductor.
Not like you were abducted. Explains the situation.
A primal? I suppose that would explain why Elizabeth has been fostering faith in the Warrior of Light. While you were enjoying your audience with the wandering-hearted Zodiac, we were busy dispatching the last of the Black Master Asians, a task which proved almost insultingly easy. Formidable though we undoubtedly are, they were obviously sent to provide encouragement for budding heroes. One cannot help but wonder how many times the ploy has been used before.
Master Chai, you mentioned that the people of Calusia are similarly enamored of the Warrior of Light.
Indeed, though it's hardly surprising given the state of the world. Many are still struggling to find a purpose, and it's only natural that they should take comfort in the tales.
Then the fever has spread to every corner of Northrend. We may have dealt with his black-masked minions, but it is plain Elidibus has yet to show his hand.
Oh my! What a spectacular sky!
delay would only place innocents in harm's way. We must fight this battle elsewhere.
Wait! Take one of our airships. You can decide what to do on your flight to the Crystarium.
You are a capable leader in your own right, Master Chai. The citizens of Hume chose well.
So, to the airship.
To the airship. Down. Wow. The Hero's Gauntlet. Now accessible. That's a weird way to unlock a dungeon. Let's go to the airship so we can get to the Crystarium. Hero's Gauntlet. Now accessible. Unfortunately, I am out of time. I was hoping this would go by a little quicker so we could do the dungeon and the trial, but I don't even have time for the dungeon. However, the dungeon entrance is here. What is today? Today is Sunday. Let us see. What is my schedule for tomorrow? You have work too, right? Tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Because I'm off at 12, so, which is like 10 for you, so, alright. So the plan will be tomorrow, potentially, to tackle this dungeon and this trial. However, that won't be until whenever the good sir is available. But I may or may not be on doing other things. Just kind of depends on how my day goes and what we are going to be doing with it. So, yeah. In the meantime, keep it posted. Keep it locked on the stream. Make sure you have the notification bells turned on if you haven't already. Make sure to join the Discord. The link for that is on the channel. So just, I post in there when I go live. If you have notifications turned on for Twitch, you'll see when we go live. And we are ever approaching the end of Shadowbringers, which means that we will be approaching Endwalker before you know it. And once Endwalker is complete as well, we will be ready on this character for, what's the word I'm looking for? Dawn Trail. Yep, for 7.0, Dawn Trail. Also, I do have a group area inside the Discord for 14 content. So it does show, like, I'll post updates that I find and stuff on the official boards and stuff. Like, they have a letter from the producer live coming up here in May, and they are going to be talking about job-related changes. So just keep that in mind. If you have a favorite job, if you're playing this game, it might have some changes coming that you may or may not like. So kind of keep that in mind. Just kind of look into it, see what is coming, and like the Dragoon and the Astrologian are supposed to be getting full overhauls. So those are your two classes that you like very much or something like that. They could be completely redone. You never know. So with that being said, guys, we will see y'all in the next stream. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Toodle freaking ooze.